Can you succeed on LinkedIn with just the basic free version? That is a question I get asked a lot, and it has multiple layers of answers to it. And it's something that obviously I want to talk about in today's training, in today's episode. But before we dive in, I just want to make the announcement that for those that don't know this, Nancy and I have our own high-level group coaching mastermind called Expert Authority. It's where we take coaches, consultants, and service professionals that are already doing good in business, but they want to do better. They want to streamline their processes. They want to nail down exactly how to leverage LinkedIn for client acquisition, sales, and leads. They want to have highly converting lead magnets, more visits to their website, growing their email list, having the proper ladder of value. And this is everything that we teach in this group coaching mastermind that also has one-to-one connection with myself and Nancy. We meet with people quarterly, one-to-one, but also do group coaching every single week. If you're interested in learning more, the doors do close next Monday, which is April 28th. But if you would like to schedule a call to see if it's a good fit for you, all you have to do is type book a call in the comments. So you just type book a call. If you'd like to book a call, I'll send you my private calendar link and we can schedule a time. That's if you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube, or on LinkedIn. If you're listening on the podcast, I'm going to leave my calendar link right up there for you to schedule a call if you're interested in becoming the expert in your space with my help and Nancy's help over the next 12 months together. So, can you succeed on LinkedIn with just the basic free version? So what I'll tell you is I started on LinkedIn in 2009, not for the purpose of what I'm doing now. It was when I was in the fitness industry. I started leveraging it to grow my coaching and consulting practice in 2013. And so this has been 12 years now, almost 12 and a half years. And I still to this day have not had to go past the free version. My big belief is if you haven't squeezed all the juice out of the free version first, don't just upgrade to one of the paid versions just because paying to play seems like the right thing to do. Now, that is not to downplay LinkedIn Premium, LinkedIn Navigator, or LinkedIn Recruiter. All four versions of LinkedIn, including the free, have amazing benefits. So, can you succeed using the free version? Absolutely. No matter what version that you're using, whether it's the paid or the free, even if you're using the paid version, it doesn't mean you can connect with more people. Everyone still has the same connection limitations, which is 100 sent connections a week. Messaging, same thing. You cannot send too many messages in a row, whether you're using the paid or the free. LinkedIn will, if you end up sending a ton of messages right in a row to new connections, they will, you'll see a message didn't go through. You may have to wait a little bit and then start back again. But the one thing with the paid versions compared to the free, if you're someone that likes to add notes to connection requests, to add some personal connection to the request, the free version, you're only allowed 10 personalized connection notes per month. The free version, or the paid versions, you're actually allowed, I believe, up to 25. I could be wrong. You can fact check me on that, but I do know it's significantly higher with the paid version than with the free version. I would say the biggest difference between the free version and paid version, I would say two things. Number one, if you've ever gotten that notification that someone has viewed your profile, you can't see who's been viewing your profile if you're using the free version. If you're using the paid version, you can, which obviously, depending upon what industry or profession you're in, that can play to your advantage, but also unlimited searches. I would say that is the number one feature. So for someone that is a power searcher, someone that needs to search often, every single day for what they're doing, that is when the paid version of any of the LinkedIn products comes into play, whether you want to just use Premium, Navigator, or Recruiter. Unlimited searching is a huge benefit. Now, that's not to say, and I've done research on this and I've Googled how many searches are you allowed with the free version. I've seen 150 searches per month. I've seen 300 searches per month, but I don't know how true that is because I know plenty of people that will search 15, 20, 25 times and basically they use all their commercial searches for that month. Now, even if you do use all your commercial searches for the month, on the first of every month at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, your account on LinkedIn is refreshed with new searches. So they're not gone forever. So my typical recommendation is when you're searching for connections on LinkedIn, whether it's an ideal client or a business ally or power partner, make sure you search only 2 to 3 times per week. Once Monday, once Friday, or once on Monday, once on Wednesday, once on Friday. And just remember, if you end up doing a search and you end up clicking onto someone's profile from the search result, that also counts as an additional tick down from your searches. So a lot of your connecting needs to be done from the search result page. If you're using Premium, Navigator, or Recruiter, you can search and click all day long, but you cannot, and this goes across the board for all of the LinkedIn products, whether it's free or paid, you should not view too many profiles in a row because that could trigger a restriction from LinkedIn. They may be thinking that you're using scraping software, which obviously violates the user agreement, and Apollo and Seamless AI have been kicked off because of this. So be very mindful of the frequency of your activity, whether it's connecting, whether it's messaging, viewing profiles, whether you're using the free or the paid. So those are the big differences. Now, what version of LinkedIn is best for what people? So I would say if you're obviously a recruiter, then you're going to use LinkedIn Recruiter. I mean, it's just plain and simple. You're looking to find employees. You're looking to bring on new team members. You're going to want to use that. Navigator, I typically recommend for individuals that are looking to target specific company sizes, meaning employees, how many employees they have, or even years in existence, or even monetary revenue. So this could be financial advisors, insurance brokerages and brokers. This could be high-level business coaches and consultants that do fractional type of work for companies, fractional CFO, fractional CMO, or just general business consulting. Those are the ones that I would typically recommend for Navigator. LinkedIn Premium, in my honest opinion, is probably available and beneficial to anyone on LinkedIn. And I would say if you're someone that doesn't want to be limited by your searches, with the free version, obviously, as I mentioned, you're only going to search 2 to 3 times per week. The rest of your connecting is going to be done through the quote unquote My Network area with suggested connections based on your profile, your activity, your school, your experience, your profession, which is what I do. I search a couple days a week, and then I use the My Network area a couple days a week, and that's how I send out my 100 connections. But someone that doesn't want to bother with the My Network section, they just want to search, don't want to be limited to that. That could be anyone that is in a, they're an independent coach, independent consultant, they're a service professional in some way, shape, or form. Premium, I believe it's anywhere between $59 to $99 a month. You can cancel at any time. My honest and humbled opinion is, can you succeed without LinkedIn paid versions? 100%. I mean, I'm living proof of that. I have not used it. Not saying I never will, but I haven't had the need to. So make sure that you squeeze the juice. Like I said, there's a couple different features that you get with the paid versions. than you do with the free version. Yes, they'll say, well, with the paid version, LinkedIn Premium, you can put a link where you can visit your website. You can, put lead magnets and stuff. You could do that with the free version. And I've done trainings on that where you could put a clickable link in the top portion of your headline. You do get a 30-day free trial for LinkedIn Premium. So if you're someone that just wants to kind of check it out, see if it's a good fit for you, if it's worth the money, if it's getting you more calls booked, if it's helping you grow your network more, if it's helping you connect with better people, then by all means, if the monetary ROI is there, then go for it. But if it's no different from what you've been doing with the free version, you don't need to be spending an extra $700 a month to do so. So yes, you can become successful and be successful just using the basic free version of LinkedIn. The content creation is the same. The messaging is the same. There's slight limitations, but if you follow the limitations, you're going to be very, very successful. But if you don't want to be limited to your activity, you don't want to be limited with your searching, you want more connection notes to add, you want to see who's viewed your profile and so on, then you're going to want to use some of the other versions, whether it's LinkedIn Recruiter, LinkedIn Navigator, or LinkedIn Premium. So let me know in the comments as you're watching this training or listening to it, what version of LinkedIn do you use and why? Are you using the free version, the basic version? Are you using Premium, Navigator, or Recruiter? And I just want to hear what your biggest takeaways are. Now, one last announcement. Again, if you would like to book a call with me to learn if you would be a good fit for our Expert Authority group coaching program and mastermind, all you have to do is, if you're on social, just type book a call and we can set up a time to talk. The doors officially close on April 28th at 9 p.m., which is next Monday. If you're listening on the podcast, I'm going to leave my calendar link right in the description. So just click on it and find a time that's best for you. So I hope you enjoyed today's training. Love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you next time.